Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mars Iris and I have a pick a card here for you today. The topic is going to be messages from spirit. What is it that you need to know? What's coming for you? Whatever comes up in the reading today. I like to keep them kind of general just to see what pops through. So we have three piles for you to choose from today, which I'm going to show them here to you. It'll be paired with an oracle deck as well. So feel free to pause the video, take a couple deep breaths, really align yourself with the energy of today's reading. So for pile number one, we have the Horror Tarot deck. Oops, card just fell out. The Horror Tarot deck and Spirit Junkie. So that is pile one. And for pile two, we have Tarot del Fuego and the Nature Spirit. So that is pile two. And for pile three, we have Tarot of the Divine and Healing Waters Oracle. Okay, so if you need a couple more moments, you can feel free to a little bit and really ground yourself after taking some deep breaths and really ask yourself, which pile am I drawn to the most? Whether it's the imagery, the number of the pile, or maybe if it's even all three, that's fine too. There's probably a message for you and everyone if that's the case, and that's okay. So let's get into it. We're going to go ahead and start with pile one. Okay, so for those of you that chose pile one, which is the Horror Tarot deck, sorry if I am not pronouncing that correctly or clearly. I have a hard time with that. And then the Spirit Junkie Oracle as well. This is your reading, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. Really want to tap into your spirit team here. Spirit guides, angels, divine beings of love and light. Let's tap into this energy here for pile one. What is it that they need to know? What's coming for them? What does pile one need to know? And draw the cards first and then I'll show you them. What does pile one need to know? Okay. So far we have a lot of swords energy coming through so far. So let me show you what I have for you so far, pile one. So to start off, we have the Three of Swords, which could indicate heartbreak, grief, loss, betrayal, even maybe even processing some emotions that you've been holding on to for quite some time. But following the Three of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords is a very logical, no bullshit type of energy. She knows what she has to do. She does it. She gets it done. She doesn't play any of those nonsense games. If you're undergoing some type of betrayal, loss, heartbreak right now, I feel like Spirit is really applauding you. Overcoming this, or at least trying to overcome it and understand it. Maybe you're doing a lot of reflecting over old wounds in regards to heartbreak. Maybe there's been a certain situation or a couple situations that you've been holding on to for a while that are finally coming up to heal and process. Following those cards, we do have the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands here as well. So I do feel like you're on the right track in regards to healing and acquiring like long-term abundance. And I'm hearing long-term understanding here. So again, that really points or circles back to the thought of like maybe something has come up for you recently that you've been holding on to for a while. Venus is in retrograde right now, which can indicate matters regarding love coming back around. So maybe old people coming back up into your orbit, memories, emotions that you've stored for a while. It's like you're finally taking that magnifying glass and really analyzing it, understanding it, and maybe even understanding what it is that you want in terms of like long-term stability and even a relationship too. So I feel like a lot of you really desire this Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability, reliability, and I'm hearing self-reliance too. So maybe you're kind of over-relying on other people for your happiness, for your stability. This is a very independent, go-getter type of energy. So we do have the Four of Wands here, which if you can read it, it says, reunited and reconciled, the monster comes home. So for some of you out there, do you feel like maybe someone has made a return uh, romantically? And maybe it's made you question certain aspects of yourself. Like, is this something I really want? Is this what I feel like I deserve? And because of that situation, I feel like it's helping you heal something within. Because the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Emperor card. This card talks about taking initiative, taking control of your life again. It's like you're the one steering the ship this time. You're not letting anybody else take over and tell you where to go or how to live or how to feel about yourself, especially. And I love it because this card says ultimate authority rests with him. Like, look at the look on his face, very determined. You know, he's not putting up with anything that doesn't serve him anymore. And that energy paired with that Queen of Swords is beautiful and magnetic and very inspiring too. Some of you could be I feel like a lot of people look up to you, whether you're aware of that or not. Maybe you're someone that's gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and maybe you help people that have gone through similar situations. It's like you're going through those trials and tribulations to teach others as well. So let's see, what else do we have for spirit? I want to grab clarifier cards for these first four that I pulled for you. And we'll try to dive a little deeper here before tapping into the oracle cards. So can you clarify this Three of Swords here, Spirit? Oh, 1 second. Okay, so to clarify the Three of Swords, we have the Nine of Swords here. So this definitely gives me the energy of something that's been on your mind quite heavily. Maybe you're ruminating on something here from your past. I really do feel heartbreak or an emotional wound that's been replaying over and over again in your head. Maybe you're losing sleep about it. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords here, Spirit. Clarify the Queen of Swords for pile one. So, to clarify the Queen of Swords, we do have the Three of Pentacles. If you look at this card here, very interesting, right? Three people coming together to kind of create something there. And it says they work together to create perfection. So I feel like a lot of you have been realizing what it is that you truly want out of a balanced dynamic, whether that's romantic, family, or friend. It's like you're looking for I'm hearing like equal give and take. I don't feel like you're somebody that really has the energy reserves anymore to just give and not receive anything in return, you know? I feel like a lot of you may embody like that Empress energy of someone that's very nurturing and giving and listens to what people have to say, but the thing is, are you getting that in return? And I feel like you're either stepping into this energy or it's on the horizon here where you're really going to realize what it is you need in a dynamic, whether that's romantic, friendship, family. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. To clarify the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is an energetic shift, energetic change that's going to unravel slowly over time. I really wants you to take your time with this healing process. Um, Maybe journaling might help some of you. Journaling prompts around heartbreak, grief. I'm hearing despair for some of you too. So there was something very heavy that you've gone through in the past or recently gone through that spirit really wants you to face and work through. And that's going to look different for everybody. I know journaling doesn't resonate with everyone. Um, but maybe like spending more time doing things that really bring you joy here with this Four of Wands. That's that energy of like celebration, joy, happiness, balance. And to clarify that card, we have the Nine of Cups. So that could talk about wish fulfillment, um, like pride, feeling proud of what you've built up yourself, you know? Like I feel like a lot of you are releasing codependent energies. feel like a lot of you are setting boundaries, and I do feel like that's going to lead you in the right direction here. Interesting. Okay, so we had some cards pop out together. We have the Moon and the Tower card. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of things are being revealed right now, whether that's on a subconscious level or in your direct environment. I feel like a lot is coming up here for you to purge, to face, to heal. And I'm really feeling called to tell you, don't rush this process. Be gentle with yourself. Do things that make you feel good. Every day doesn't have to be like this in-depth like healing process. You're allowed to rest, relax, and do things that bring you joy without feeling so stressed and overburdened regarding this situation that you're overcoming, but also regarding your healing process too. It's like don't put too much pressure on yourself to like heal overnight, because I mean, in most cases that's not how it's gonna happen. It is something that healing is something that takes some time. So and that's okay because I feel like your spirit team is also coming in here to say like I'm really being drawn to this Ten of Pentacles here, and on the card it says the gang's all here. So I do feel like you have a very protective spiritual team that watches over you and that guides you, maybe through signs and synchronicities, maybe through dreams. But I do feel like you have a very strong team here who's willing to walk with you on this journey. And the Tower card does talk about a sudden, unexpected revelation or event that could have put things in a perspective here for you. So maybe you found something out, maybe you realized something after quite some time here, and now it's coming up to the surface to heal and face. Yeah, so bottom of the deck here, Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles does talk about keeping things to ourselves, especially our resources, our time, our energy. And I do feel like in this spread here, it is a very like kind of like self-preservation. Maybe pulling back your energy for a little bit just to fill your own cup. So it's like so that you have a better understanding of which direction you're going in. Maybe this is a good time to kind of go into hermit mode, retract your energy, pour it into yourself, do things you love, find ways to show yourself love in this during this time on your healing journey. So let's see what oracle cards here we have for you. We have Spirit Junkie. I love this deck. I recently got it, so I'm gonna pull a couple cards here. See what we have for pile one. Let's see, Spirit. What do we have for pile one? Wow. Okay. So, I feel like pulling one more. So, let's see what else we have. There we go. Beautiful. So, the first card we have here for you says, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Exactly. So, just know that what's happening right now, the energy shift that you're currently experiencing, it's all in divine order. Sorry, I'm recording on my webcam and it looks like it froze. But everything that's happening for you is all in divine order. This healing process, these revelations that you've recently encountered, it's all happening as it should. So the spirit's saying, like, trust the process pretty much. Also allow yourself to rest and relax too. So the next card we have here is my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. Exactly. So tapping into things that bring you joy instead of things that stress you out or make you feel depleted or make you feel like you're overgiving. It's time to really find that balance in your life and learn how to pour back into yourself as well. So the final card we have here is I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. Yeah, someone that people look up to a lot. So I feel like whatever it is that you do for a living or for fun, I feel like it has to do with communication, connecting with people, and just knowing that your words are like powerful in themselves. Some of you may struggle with imposter syndrome, maybe wondering like, well, how could I possibly make an impact in people's lives when I'm going through XYZ? But the thing is, two things can exist at once, right? We can be going through a but also be able to help others and uplift others. And I'm really being drawn to this bird here on this card, which to me represents like freedom, communication, and yeah, like just it's just like the sense of like being free and wild to do whatever you want, go wherever you want, as long as it like resonates with you on a deeper level. There's something coming up here about the heart chakra as well. So if you've been carrying some heavy grief and disappointment, I do feel like it would be helpful to tap into heart chakra frequencies that you can find on YouTube and just listening to that for at least like an hour and finding some like a quiet space to reflect and to just really soak up all the energy and the sound. And like I mentioned earlier, it may not be an overnight process where you're automatically healed, but it's a good start. So, yeah, that is what I have for you, Pile One. I'm sending you so much love, light, and peace on your journey. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, details for my website will be down in the description. I also offer personal tarot readings, one on one Zoom sessions, and distant Reiki as well if you're interested. So, all of that will be in the description below. Thank you so much. Moving on to Pile Two. Hi, Pile 2. So for those of you that chose the Tarot del Fuego and the Native Spirit Oracle card, this reading is for you. So let's go ahead and tap into what Spirit wants you to know, what's coming for you. Let's see. So excited. I love these tarot cards. I love the art on them. Okay. Let me adjust myself 1 second. Okay. All right, spirit guides, angels, divine beings, 11 light. Let's tap into this energy here for pile 2. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so immediately we have the 5 of Wands coming out here for you, pile 2. So have you been experiencing some type of conflict in your environment, whether it's external or inner conflict? Let's see, what else do we have for pile 2, spirit? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. This could be inner conflict about something emotional here, romantic offer even. 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Okay. And we have the bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. So, with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Cups here, I do feel like there could be something revolving around a romantic offer, um, an emotional situation here, something that's brought up a lot of emotion for you. I do feel like for a lot of you, it is around love. With the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords here, maybe this love situation has brought you some lack or has made you feel, for some of you, not good enough, or maybe it wasn't as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. Because when I look at the 5 of Pentacles, if you look at the imagery here, the upside down house, which to me represents lack of stability, lack of grounding, and the tears here, which could symbolize deep hurt. So maybe for some of you, you recently had like a revelation about maybe a romantic partner, a possible romantic offer here. Maybe it wasn't what you expected it to be. Maybe you envisioned it turning out a different way and that didn't happen. We have the 6 of Swords here, which does talk about moving into calmer waters. So maybe you really had to force yourself to detach and move forward because look at the imagery here. Those daggers are pointing at this person's feet here, and the person's foot is very like inflamed. And I'm being drawn to the tattoos on the leg too, which do represent like maybe history, experiences, like that you've culminated over time, whether it's in this relationship dynamic or just in general. Maybe you're someone that's been through a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. Hmm. You know, it is Venus retrograde, so this could be coming up for you to heal as well. But I do feel like a lot of you have experienced some type of disappointment or lack in regards to a romantic connection that has caused you a lot of inner conflict, that has forced you to move forward because you just can't like be hurting yourself anymore. So it's this feeling of like kind of being fed up, like, you know what, I can't, I just this energy of lack here is just too painful for me. Like I'm not feeling stable, I'm not feeling grounded, my whole world's flipped upside down. That's for some of you. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force the story to fit if it doesn't. Um, Bottom of the deck here is the Hermit. So that does talk about withdrawing, going within to find the answers about the situation here. So maybe a lot of you have been spending some time alone or feel the need to kind of isolate so that you can reflect on what happened here. Okay, let me pull some clarifier cards here. So for the Five of Wands Spirit, can you clarify that for pile 2, please? Can you clarify the Five of Wands for pile 2? Okay, we have Justice. Yes, so it's almost as if all of this unraveled for your highest good. I know that's really hard to hear. Um, But I do feel like this is Spirit's way of being like, hey, we had to bring this to your attention so that you can see the truth here. Now I'm being drawn back to the eye on the Five of Pentacles here. So maybe you saw something you didn't want to see, or it's like the harsh truth. The harsh truth about something was very painful. So to clarify the Knight of Cups, we have the Page of Wands. So this talks about maybe someone, the person you were dealing with, maybe they were like emotionally immature, or maybe they were very like fleeting, very hot and cold, you know, maybe they weren't all in, you know, because the Page of Wands is a very excited, passionate energy, but they're also very young and naive. So maybe this person was trying to offer you some type of love or attention, but maybe they didn't have like the experience and I'm hearing the bandwidth to keep up with you. Let's clarify Five of Pentacles here, Spirit. Clarify Five of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Swords. I'm going to show you this imagery here because it connects. So you know how we have the upside down house on Five of Pentacles? And then look at that house at the bottom of the Ten of Swords. And the eyes here. Yeah. So I do feel like you may have encountered something or discovered something that might have hurt you and caused like a very tough ending here for you and whoever it was you're dealing with. Or maybe it was just simply a realization of like, dang, like I can't keep going after this certain type of person, or I can't keep putting up with this same situation. Maybe some of you were stuck in a cycle of attracting a similar person over and over again, and you're finally like realizing the truth and breaking free. Because I feel like a lot of you are going to be moving on and building your own foundation, finding your own stability with that house there. Because it's like, yeah, it may be painful and the truth may hurt, but you're on the way to better, bigger things here. You're on the way to build your own stable house, you know? Six of Swords. Can we clarify Six of Swords? Okay. Yeah, so I do with the Two of Cups here, it is indicating a romantic situation. Um, I do feel like you could be moving on from this person here. I feel like for some of you, you'll be meeting somebody that resonates with you on a deeper level. So it's almost like this energy of like the pain was worth it. Or it'll seem like that in the future. Maybe not right now with this Ten of Swords, you know, everything I feel like for some of you feels very fresh and very painful. Like hard truths, hard realizations to come to face and to move on from. With this Two of Cups, I do feel like a lot of you have a lot of love to give, and Spirit is coming through to say like, hey, you had to get through this hard situation so that you can really step into your power and love yourself and attract the partner you desire and that you deserve. You know, no more dealing with this Five of Pentacles energy. Some of you could have been dealing with breadcrumbing, or someone just giving you less than what you deserve. And it's like a hard, painful truth here of like, dang, like this really hurts. Like I thought this person was for me. Maybe some of you, this could be a someone that you have children with, someone that you've been with for years. Because that house there talks about like growing something together, building something from the ground up. So some of you have history with this person. But either way, I feel like you're moving on to calmer waters, because let's bring this card back out, the Six of Swords. You see how this painful imagery here, but in the back, we do have these plants that are growing. So it's like you may be experiencing this pain right here during this process of moving on, but you're going to be moving towards growth. You know, this Empress energy of nurturing yourself before you can really nurture somebody else too. I do feel like a lot of you are going to be stepping into a very peaceful, harmonious type of energy here that serves you better. And because of that, because of this process, I do feel like you're going to be attracting somebody that is more aligned with you. Someone that sees you for who you are, that respects it, that is willing to nurture you as well. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're not used to receiving. Maybe you're used to being the giver. But I hear spirit saying like no more. Like yeah, no more. No more. I'm feeling called to pull two more cards here for you. Yeah, the Fool. You're about to embark on a new journey. I do feel like for a lot of you it is a solo journey. I mean, look at that imagery there with his little knapsack in the bag. It's like you're gonna go on a journey here, and I feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun. There's something here about you trying new things, tapping into new hobbies, or even old ones too that used to bring you a lot of joy. Look at that, the Knight of Swords. I do feel like your soul is ready to move forward. Ready to move forward and like onto a new path. Your soul's ready to embrace a new adventure. Queen of Swords. You guys, stick to your boundaries, okay? If this person that you're walking away from, if they try to circle back around, at least make sure that they're actually aligned with you, okay? I'm getting this energy of like just not like I don't know if this person you're dealing with is like all talk, you know, and no action or little action. Make sure that these people that are coming into your space on a romantic level, whether it's someone from the past or a new person, make sure that they truly align with you, okay? Don't be putting up with none of that crap that you used to put up with in the past, where you would just allow breadcrumbing to happen, and you'd allow imbalances to happen here in these connections, okay? So we have Seven of Wands. I feel like you are someone that's been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You've seen a lot. And Spirit's like, it is time to give yourself all that love that you've given everyone over a period of time. Give it back to yourself. Um, it's time to go on like this journey of like self-love, exploration, joy, happiness. Do things that make you happy is the important message here. You're making the right choice when it comes to walking away from this painful situation. I don't know if some of you have been like doubting your decision, like, oh, did I make the right choice? Am I being selfish? Am I being mean? No, you did what you're feeling called to do. Trust that you made the right decision, and trust that your guides are watching over you and this connection too. Because with that Two of Cups coming out at the end there, it's this energy of like, don't give up on love. Your person will come into your orbit when it is time for them to come in. But first, you need to kind of retract your energy, pour love back into yourself. And I feel like for some of you, scripting would be very helpful, and affirmations in the mirror every morning regarding self love, like, I am beautiful, I am abundant, I attract joyful opportunities that are truly aligned with me. And it's like, I feel like it's going to be a very slow process for some of you, but then again, there's no need to rush any of this. I feel like in the meantime, while you're waiting for your person to come in, you're going to have a lot of fun experiences there with that Fool card that came out. So be open to that. And Yeah, I feel like spirit is like really cheering you on. Like there's more to life than this painful experience. Like allow yourself to grieve, to cry, whatever you need to do. But just know that this feeling of pain, heartbreak isn't going to last forever. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with mental exhaustion in a way as well. And just know that it'll pass. Just give yourself some love, rest, relax, pour into things that bring you joy and happiness, and allow your spirit team to take on the rest, you know? I love that. So let's go ahead and tap into the Native Spirit Oracle deck. Yay, I love this. From the cards I pull, I am going to be reading from the guidebook for you. So let's see, Spirit, what do we have for pile two? What do we have for pile two? What do you want them to know? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we have two cards here for you, pile two. Let me just go ahead and get the guidebook before I show you. So for the first card, we have Medicine Man or Medicine Woman. Then we have Grandmother Earth. So these two cards here, look how beautiful they are together. These two cards to me talk about healing, deep inner wisdom, and knowing that you already have what it takes inside to not only heal yourself, but to like move forward too. So this could also indicate a need to maybe reach out to a spiritual practitioner if you feel called to do so, to help you heal, to help you ground, to help you like kind of pinpoint the lingering energy that's still in your energetic field. So I feel like a medicine man or woman could really help pinpoint where it is that you're storing energy and how you can move that along and process it. With Grandmother Earth here, just looking at the card, that to me talks about like um, being easy on yourself, nurturing yourself, connecting to the earth as well. So maybe even going out into nature, going on a walk. I'm getting the imagery of someone like taking off their shoes and walking barefoot in nature and really relishing in that like quiet, nurturing space, you know? I love this. Let me go ahead and pull from the guidebook here. So for Grandmother Earth, says your native spirit wants you to know Grandmother Earth provides the trees, plants, flowers, rivers, streams, oceans, mountains, and valleys, and supports us all with her bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us. You are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. Strength is growing within you. Don't rush. Slow down. The seeds that you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take time to nurture those new beginnings. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. If you're thinking of making secure financial investments and receive this card, it's telling you that this is a good time to do so. It's not a time to take risks. So, says for the journey to deepen your connection to Grandmother Earth and bring security in all forms into your life, walk barefoot on the earth, place your hands in the earth, or make investments. Imagine the strengthening, grounding energy of the earth filling you and your life. Yeah, so you know how I told you I got that imagery of someone like walking barefoot on nature? This is exactly what this card is talking about. Knowing that you're supported and loved by Mother Nature, by this grandmother spirit here. For some of you, this could actually be an ancestor on the other side that's watching over you. Just know there's no need to rush any process, any healing journey here. Everything will unravel exactly as it should as long as you prioritize your well being, your rest, and your own needs too. I feel like a lot of you are givers, and it's time for you to give that energy back to yourself. So let's go on to the next card, the Medicine Woman and Man. Hi everyone, I'm editing this piece in because I realized the video cut off when I was reading the oracle card for Medicine, Woman, and Man. I'm so sorry guys, I'm going to go ahead and read that excerpt here for you now. Okay, so your native spirit wants you to know every indigenous culture has a tradition of healers. Depending on the culture, they're called medicine men, medicine women, shamans, tahungas, kahunas, sangomas, or curanderos, among others. In every tradition, they're the individuals who are able to step between worlds to gain information, wisdom, and healing energies from their spirit allies. When this card chooses you, you're at the advent of healing emotional, physical, and mental wounds. Additionally, a powerful healing force is activating within you. The journey. Nature is one of our greatest healers, so spend time with the trees, soak up the rays of the sun, dance in the rain. Everything in nature has an intrinsic ability to restore itself. You're a part of the natural world, so you also have this innate ability. Often, healing needs to occur on the inner planes before it can manifest on the outside. To assist this process, focus on what's great and let go of what isn't working. Hold a vision of the solution that you desire. Be patient and trust that recovery is occurring in its own time and way. I feel like that message tied in so well to that reading because it does talk about being patient with yourself and tapping into that inner wisdom of the medicine woman and medicine man within us. So always remember to treat yourself with care, especially during this healing process, and knowing that you do have the inner wisdom to overcome these obstacles and these feelings that might feel very heavy in this moment. But I feel like when you look back, you'll realize why things happened the way they did and how much the situation helped you grow overall. I feel like a lot of you are very intuitive in your own nature and do hold this like natural shamanic ability in some way. Take that as it resonates, but yeah, this card really ties into this whole reading because it really proves how powerful you are and how you can get yourself through this process here. And I know it sounds tough right now, and I know you're probably feeling like, well, how long is this pain gonna last, you know? But the thing is, taking it day by day, trusting yourself, trusting the universe that things will unfold how they're meant to, and that you will heal, and that you will grow and evolve from the situation as well. Okay. So sorry that part cut out of the video, but I just wanted to make sure you guys got the message here, and I hope that resonated. So I'm sending you all so much love and light, and let me know if it did resonate in the comments below. Okay. If you're interested in a personal reading or distant Reiki healing, you can look at the description below for my website details. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love and light to you. Hi, Pile 3. So, for those of you that chose Tarot of the Divine and Healing Waters Oracle, this reading is for you. So, give me a moment here to pull them out of the box. Okay, Pile 3. Let's see. We're going to tap into messages from Spirit here and see what comes through, what you need to know, what's coming for you. So let's see. What do we have for Pile 3, Spirit? Pile 3. Okay. So I like how this whole reading has turned into a love reading. Each pile has been something regarding love or personal relationships. That could be because Venus is in retrograde. I feel like a lot of us are like realizing things and undergoing transformations and healing, and I love it. I love to see it. So far, pile 3, we got the lovers. So, I mean, the lovers could indicate like a personal choice that needs to be also indicate a connection. I don't know. Let's see. What do we have for pile 3? The Hermit. Okay. It's a lot of introspection going on here. My hair is like tickling my face. Okay. Yeah, for pile 3. Spirit for pile 3. Okay, we have a 5th card that wants to come out. So, we have the Lovers, the Hermit card, Justice, Page of Coins, and 7 of Swords. Why do I feel like some of you have, it's kind of like some of you could be seeing past like people's facades or something like that. There's this energy of like divine justice coming through, like spirit wanting to show you like, hey, maybe there's someone significant in your life that was being a little deceitful or maybe not telling you about their true intentions, but I feel like spirit really wants to reveal that to you, maybe through signs and symbols with that page of coins. But I feel like something came to light recently here, especially with the justice card. It's like divine justice. I'm going to tap into this more here for you, pile 3. I usually wait to pull the clarifier cards, but I'm feeling called to really clarify what's going on here for you. So, the Lovers. Okay, Lovers, Ace of Wands. So some of you could have been, or could currently be in a very like passionate dynamic here with somebody, or maybe feeling like drawn to someone in this way. Because looking at the imagery here, it's kind of like an opposites attract type of energy. So maybe you're involved or were involved with somebody that was quite different from you. But with the Ace of Wands, there's a lot of passion, maybe even mutual attraction there. Um, what do we have for the Hermit spirit? For the Hermit, Knight of Swords. Okay. So that gives me the energy of okay, so here's two different scenarios. So for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you were on a healing journey and maybe somebody came into your orbit and kind of like maybe even distracted you in some way or kind of took you off your path in a way. And then for some of you, for the other half of you, I feel like you're coming out of this hermit energy by choice and you're like ready to go in terms of like love, or for some of you personal development, maybe even for some of you it is making a choice about something here that you're very passionate about. What is this Justice card here, Spirit? Justice card. Ten of Cups. Okay. So, okay, I feel like some of you are on a path of like fulfillment, and some of you could very much be after that happily ever after, like a mutual understanding, a deep connection. I do feel like some of you are desiring like that happily ever after, finding your soulmate. And I do feel like you're on the path to, yeah, Six of Swords. I feel like you guys are on the path to finding that here. With the Seven of Swords here, though, I feel like a lot of you have been through situations where you were deceived and where you had to retract your energy and kind of pull back, go within, and really take care of yourself, and learning how to like use your discernment in romantic connections. Maybe even like when it comes to choices overall, like what's good for you, what brings you passion and joy. I feel like a lot of you have been using, recently learning how to use your discernment in like situations where you're having to make a choice. Like, okay, should I take this path where, it doesn't bring me that much joy, but it'll bring me like stability, for example. And then there's another path where it's more like it's not really about the abundance, it's more about the joy and passion that it brings you. It's like igniting your soul here with the Ace of Wands. So this could be in regards to love, career, or just overall choices. Like I feel like spirit really wants you to ask yourself which path is more fulfilling and exciting to me versus like practical. So with that Hermit and the Knight of Swords, I do feel like you guys have received a lot of insight by going within, and it's like now you're ready to go. you know Now you're ready to go because you have deeper insight on what it is that you want out of this situation or your life in general, and you're like, yeah, I'm not putting up with for example, for some of you, I'm not putting up with any deceitful energy here. I'm not putting up with anybody that wants to waste my time. My discernment has developed over time, and now I'm like, I know what I want, so I'm going after it, and that's what I'm attracting. um with the Justice card and the Ten of Cups, I do feel like overall you guys do desire like emotional fulfillment, and for some of you are in the process of closing out old chapters or have finally been able to move on from them. With the Page of Coins and the Six of Swords, I do feel like Spirit could be um, introducing a new opportunity for you to move into a different environment. So for some of you, it could be actually moving. It could be a new person coming in here for you. Um, or just like I'm hearing like a new way of living, a new way of operating, of going about life. I keep hearing seeing the word discernment flash in my head. So I feel like a lot of you have grown in more ways than one, and Spirit really wants to say, like, hey, take this time to congratulate yourself for how far you've come on your journey, whether this is about love or career. But I feel like it could be about love, romance, attracting the partner that's meant for you. Because with that Hermit and the Knight of Swords, I feel like some of you have spent some time alone. Could have been years, but I feel like it was by choice. Like, I feel like you, at some point, you had to make a choice to be alone and reflect. And now you could be feeling a surge of energy that's trying to guide you on a new path here. Or maybe a path that's always been there, and now you're feeling like a surge of confidence to move towards it. Because with that Page of Coins, I feel like that's your spirit team being like maybe dropping little breadcrumbs, being like, okay, like come this way, like you're on the right path. Like if this is what you truly want, like the Lovers card, the Lovers and Ace of Wands, which talks about like a passionate connection here. If this is what you want, you know, follow the you're like follow the yellow brick road, right? I feel like your spirit team is very much giving you signs, symbols, and you're seeing synchronicities regarding what to do next, which direction to go. And with the Seven of Swords here, if you have experienced a lot of betrayal, deception, I'm sorry you've gone through that. I know that can be really tough, and I know it can take a hit on your self esteem. And you rightfully retracted your energy and have pulled back. And I feel like this is good for you. I feel like this is good for you because you're someone I'm hearing like of high value. You have a lot to give. And I feel like a lot of you, it's like a lot of you have really been through the ringer, and you're coming into a phase of your life where Spirit really wants you to feel worthy of these blessings that are coming into your life, okay? Whether it is romantic, whether it's something else here. But I feel like look at her face here. She looks very worried, very scared. Some of you could be very nervous, scared to put yourself out there. Maybe scared of taking a risk because you're scared of something repeating. You're scared of getting hurt again. You're scared of being deceived. Maybe you're having a hard time trusting people. But I feel like a lot of you have done the inner work with that Hermit card. You've done the inner work. You reflected. You've spent time alone. You've even poured into hobbies, poured into self development, and you're in a good space to move towards your desires, your passions. Here, I'm hearing Spirit saying like, aren't you ready for like a new passionate experience? It's like maybe some of you are in a familiar daily routine, and it's time to shake it up. It's very beautiful energy here. Let's see, Spirit. What else do we have for pile 3 before we get into the Oracle cards? What do we have for pile 3, Spirit? Yeah, 9 of Coins. Look at this, you guys. 9 of Coins. I feel like you've been working on yourself, and you're in a phase where you're content being on your own. You know that you can build up your own like empire. You can have the happiness and love that you desire, first and foremost, because you can give it to yourself. I feel like a lot of you are very self aware and have been through a lot and enough to know that you don't need like the external validation. You don't need someone to tell you you're worthy and you're good enough. You're not I don't feel like you're a codependent person at all. Like some of you may have something like a business or something that you've built up on your own that you're very proud of. And I do feel like Spirit does want to congratulate you and kind of like give you a little high five or pat on the back and tell you like you've done so well. It's time to like welcome in this new passionate energy here that I feel like your soul is craving on a deeper level. Maybe you're craving connection, understanding with somebody that truly gets you. Because with the Four of Cups here, I do feel like a lot of you have spent some time again nourishing your own energy, and maybe you even like neglected offers from other people because you're like, no, I'm not like ready. Like no, like I enjoy being on my own. But there's something within you that's like starting to get stirred up in some way. Let's see. The Four of Swords. Yeah. So a lot of you are coming out of like this restful period. You know, look at the imagery here. He's all tied up and he can't go anywhere, you know? So maybe there was a situation in the past that put you in that energy. I do feel like for a lot of you, it is something regarding betrayal. And I feel like it really made you pull back, protect yourself, go into self preservation mode. I feel like some of you have been in that energy for a while now. But with this Ace of Wands that wants to keep peeking through here, there's something that has stirred your heart space, maybe even for some of you, like your sacral chakra too, and you're like almost willing to take a risk. Because with the Eight of Swords, I do feel like there is still some worry here regarding taking this leap here. Whether it's love, career, family, take it as it resonates, but don't force the message to make sense if it doesn't. Um, I feel like a lot of you have a good reason to be on guard and a little defensive of your energy because you are somebody that has you're somebody that has really worked hard to build up your independence, and I feel like a lot of you are scared of like giving that up, or scared of, not that you have to give it up at all, but maybe you're scared of like like not molding, kind of like blending with somebody else. Maybe you're worried you might lose yourself, or you don't know what it would look like if you were to, I'm hearing like share space with somebody else. So whether that's physically or energetically, maybe you're a little worried about exchanging energy with somebody or a situation here because you're not sure if you're going to get that same energy back, or you're a little wary because maybe you've given your all to someone in the past or a situation in the past and it just didn't pay off, or it didn't like give you back what you were looking for. There's like an energy of disappointment. Yeah, look at that. The world. Look at the imagery. How cute. So the world is like completion. Um, Cycles coming to a close, new cycles starting here. And I feel like for a lot of you, that is going to include finding someone that resonates with you on a deeper level. Like, look at this dance they're doing. It's like they're in sync, they get each other. Very beautiful energy. So let's go ahead and tap into the oracle cards here. This is the Healing Waters Oracle deck. Very beautiful imagery. I recommend this oracle deck if you're looking for deeper, insightful messages. But I am going to be reading from the guidebook as well, besides like channeling based off of the image. So um, bear with me. So what do we have for pile 3, Spirit? For pile 3, what messages do you have for pile 3? Wow. Okay. So for pile 3, we have Gentle Force. That says consistency, persistence, patience in the long game. So this reminds me of the Hermit card that I was talking about earlier, and also the energy of like of being consistent when it comes to healing yourself. You know, the long game talks about kind of like a Knight of Pentacles energy, like taking your time, slowly processing things, and I feel like that's the energy you guys were in. You know, no rush to heal yourself, kind of being patient with your circumstances and just allowing divine timing to lead you in the right direction, right? And yeah, there's this like heavy introspection energy here, a heavy energy of spending time alone and getting to know yourself and building something up for yourself that you can like claim as your own. You know, I really don't feel like you guys are codependent um, at all. So for your second card, we have the Well Maidens. That says kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. Yeah, so I do feel like a lot of you are very like you've been through a lot and you've learned how to give yourself kindness and patience, and because of that, you can give that to other people. Because with this gentle force here, I do feel like a lot of you are very compassionate, and I feel like people are naturally drawn to your energy, which you know how we brought up earlier, how like maybe you've like rejected offers and because you weren't feeling like maybe they weren't aligned with you, or maybe it just wasn't the right time. But because of your gentle, compassionate energy, um, it's going to naturally attract people to you. And I feel like you're in a space where you're like, you know what, I can be kind and compassionate, but that doesn't mean I have to accept what I don't deserve. Especially if you can feel that intuitively. If you know something's not going to work out for the long term, if you feel like there's an imbalance in your heart, or like no, this situation doesn't resonate with me, trust that feeling. And I feel like a lot of you have grown over time, during this hermit energy, this period of self-reflection and growth, and pouring into yourself and building something up for yourself. You've learned so much. In the bottom of the deck, beautiful, it says thank you. And this card says gratitude, appreciate what's sustaining you. Absolutely. So I feel like having gratitude just on a daily basis is so important, even starting your day with listing 3 things that you're grateful for. And I feel like that's really going to help set the tone for the day, and really also help attract what's meant for you, attract more of that beauty and abundance and love that you desire, or even if it's more stability. Um, where it says appreciate what's sustaining you. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you have um, built up something for yourself, and I feel like spirit's really not only congratulating you, but saying like, take a moment to really take a moment to realize what it is that you've built for yourself, and know that you're able to sustain it too. Being in a connection or a new opportunity, it's not going to drain you unless you allow it to, right? Because I feel like finding balance and grounding yourself is very important, especially when it comes to new opportunities. It's totally fine to be nervous and hesitant, but when you're feeling called to something, that's usually your spirit wanting you to take a leap in a different direction, but also knowing that you have the power to nurture yourself still. Okay, knowing that you have the power to set boundaries and not allow a person or a situation to derail you. I feel like you've learned a lot over time, and it's almost like spirit saying like you're past that already. Maybe younger you or past you may have been easily derailed or distracted, but I feel like who you are now is so much more powerful, insightful, full of wisdom, and you're able to make the choices that are truly right for you. So I hope that resonated for you, Pile 3. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in a personal tarot reading, Reiki healing, chakra analysis, the details will be in my description, or you can visit my website, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. Sending you so much love, light, peace, and healing. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.